The Boann reverse osmosis 5-stage water filtration system is a compact design and user-friendly water purification system that employs reverse osmosis to produce pure, clean drinking water. The reverse osmosis 5-stage water filtration system purifies water in 5 stages, provides easy use with quick twist filter replacement, is enhanced with an auto leak detector to prevent water leakage and damage, has a localized tubing port for peace of mind and less clutter. In this video, we will thoroughly cover all aspects of installation for the Boann RO 5-stage water filtration system. Let's get started. Before installation, finding a proper desired location underneath the sink for the RO filtration system is important. Clean out the space and make sure the prospective location is easily accessible and free of items that will obstruct periodic service and maintenance of the filtration system parts. Before installation commences, make sure the main water supply line is turned off. Turn both the hot and cold water valves clockwise to the off position. Next, with use of a wrench, unscrew the cold water hose, followed by the detachment of the cold water valve from the cold feed water pipe. If not already attached, screw the manual shutoff valve onto the water feed connector. Wrapping Teflon onto the fittings will help prevent leakage. Use a wrench to thoroughly tighten the water feed connector onto the cold feed water pipe. Now, you must drill a hole in a chosen spot with a 1/4-inch drill bit for the filtration system's discharge water drain clamp. Inside the hole will be placed the discharge line for the RO filtration system. With a 1/4-inch drill bit, drill a 1/4-inch hole into the drain pipe, making sure the hole is above the U-shaped trap. Place the RO filtration system into a space that is convenient. The system comes with 4 elbow connectors. Attach each connector to the 4 ports: tank, faucet, drain, and inlet. Pull the elbow connectors to make sure they're installed correctly and position them upward. The next step is reattaching the cold water valve onto the water feed connector. Again, please use Teflon if you have it available. Use a wrench to tighten the valve. Once complete, make sure the manual shutoff valve is still in the off position. Now it is time to reattach the cold water hose. Wrap Teflon on the threading of the cold water valve. Screw the cold water hose onto the cold water valve and use the wrench to tighten it securely onto the threading of the cold water valve. Make sure it's securely attached. Now it is time to attach the red PE tubing to the manual shutoff valve. To do so, slide the threaded nut onto the PE tubing and push it into the manual shutoff valve. After it's attached, tighten the threaded nut with a wrench onto the manual shutoff valve, securing the red PE tubing in place. Now take the other end of the red PE tubing and push it into the main line in port on the auto leak detector, making sure it doesn't come out. With the other piece of the red PE tubing, which should be cut in half before the step, insert one end into the RO filtration system out port on the auto leak detector and the other end into the inlet port on the filtration system. Make sure the tubing does not come out. Next step is to attach the discharge water drain clamp onto the drain pipe. The clamp will fit into the drain pipe above the trap and the tube will go inside the pipe. To start, adhere the rubber foam gasket onto one side of the discharge water drain clamp. Remove the paper backing and stick onto the clamp. Take the black PE tubing and insert it into the plastic threaded nut drain and clamp. Leave the tubing sticking out 1/2 inch and attach to the drain clamp. Next, attach both pieces to the drain clamp together. Tighten the screws with a screwdriver and tighten the plastic threaded nut to secure the black PE tubing in place. Attach the other end of the black PE tubing into the drain port on the RO filtration system, making sure it's tight and secure. Next step is the faucet assembly. You see you have all the parts, 6 parts in total. You will grab the blue tubing for the faucet. Take the blue tubing. Before you insert the plastic inset, slide on the threaded nut and then plastic ferrule onto the tubing. Then, firmly push the plastic inset into the end of the blue PE tubing. You now have 1, 2, 3 parts connected and now ready for installation. With the faucet in hand, attach the chrome cover plate and countertop washer. This goes into the countertop hole. Attach the metal tooth washer and faucet nut. Screw in all the way. This will stabilize the faucet on the countertop deck. Take the previously assembled tubing and attach it to the faucet. Next, tighten the threaded nut with a wrench. Make sure it's thoroughly tightened. With the other end, evaluate for the appropriate length. Cut the tubing if necessary. Insert the tubing into the faucet inlet port on the RO system, making sure it's connected. Next step is the installation of the RO tank. The air valve is located on the front. You do not need to touch it because it's already pressurized. On top is a thread for the tank ball valve. On top it says to close and open. Please close the valve. Twist the tank ball valve onto the RO water tank. Take the yellow tubing and insert one end into the tank ball valve. Take the other end and connect it to the tank inlet port on the RO system. Make sure it's secure. Move the tank onto the stand and position the system into place, along with the auto leak detector. The last step is to turn on both cold and hot water valves. Also, you must turn on the manual shutoff valve, the tank ball valve, and the main supply water line. 5 valves total. First, turn on the main supply water line. Next, turn on the cold water valve. Turn on the hot water valve. Turn on the manual shutoff valve. And turn on the tank ball valve. The RO system is finished. Move the system into place. You still have much free space.